Magandang araw Kabola and welcome sa very first episode po ng ating Usapang Bola Podcast Kabola, wherein ira-rundown po natin yung ating pong power ranking Kabola. At of course, ang pinaka-highlight po na i-discuss natin per team is yung mga trade buzz po natin Kabola. So again, first, magpapasalamat po muna ako sa maganda pong suporta po ninyo sa aming pong pagbabalik Kabola. Kaya naman po, eto na po yung pinakahihintay nyo po na podcast type Kabola ng Usapang Bola. So ito pong ating sistema Kabola, hindi po kami magla-live tulad ng iba po na nagpo-podcast, and we will continue to be providing you po with a recorded version of our podcast. Pero tulad din po ng dati at tulad na rin po na nakasanayan ninyo, what you can expect is that our discussion or my discussion Kabola will be in-depth Kabola. I'm a big PBA fan. I consume a lot of PBA games Kabola. And of course, yung bago po nating sistema ngayon, lahat po ng inyo pong comments Kabola, gagawin po namin ang lahat para kami po ay makapag-reply. Basta wag na po kaming babasusin. So ito na nga po yung ating ranking at isa-isa po natin i-discuss yung bawat teams Kabola according rin po dito po sa ating ranking. And of course, kung gusto mo pong dumirekta dun sa favorite team mo, yung timestamp niya po Kabola is nandun na po mismo sa description natin ng video na ito. So, ano pang hinihintay natin? Simulan na po natin with the number 13. At the number 13 of our ranking is the Terra Firma Chip Kabola. So, bakit po sila number 13? Of course, this is a power ranking po Kabola. And this is a power ranking about, kumbaga, kung ako po ay magbebet Kabola, no? Ng pera. Kumbaga, ano yung ranking ko ng pinakamalaki, which is will be the number 1 team, at sino yung mga pinakamababa or hindi ko pupustahan Kabola na magcha-champion dito. And for me, of course, number 13 ko dyan will be the Terra Firma Chip Kabola. Bakit po Terra Firma Chip Kabola? Of course, we just saw them trade their number 1 guy, Jericho Hanmisi, diba? So, bakit naman po tayo Kabola, diba, maniniwala? Or bakit naman po tayo aasa na gusto talaga po ng Terra Firma Chip Kabola na manalo po ng kampiyonato if they just traded po ito pong si Jericho Hanmisi? Pero narinig nyo na nga po yung discussion ko regarding that trade Kabola, malamang. Ang discussion po natin regarding that trade is simple lang. Yes, clearly, panalo po doon ang San Miguel Beermen. Pero, meron nga din po talagang tsansa ito pong Terra Firma Chip Kabola na sila pa rin po ang mag-end up na panalo doon sa trade kapag nangyari po ang dalawang bagay na to. Una, si Wami Chongson ay bumalik dun sa dati niyang production number nung nasa Terra Firma pa lang po siya. Nung nasa Terra Firma pa lang po si Wami Chongson, nasa 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists din po yung ina-average niya. Kumbaga, para rin po siyang Jericho Hanmisi Kabola. And then, pangalawa po na dapat mangyari para po may chance po ang Terra Firma na manalo dun sa naganap po na trade is that Chris Miller will prove the hype. I'm a believer of Chris Miller Kabola when he entered the draft. And I was really surprised actually na nag-fall po siya sa number 9. Kasi this guy is already proven in international play, and this guy is 6'4". It's a forward type dito sa PBA. And we know that the forward type is the second most crucial Kabola na position sa PBA. Next to a giant center. Kaya naman Kabola, si Chris Miller, I really expect or suspect Kabola that the chances of him breaking out is really high Kabola. And if that happens Kabola, of course, that means Terra Firma Chip will have a very big opportunity then na sila pa rin po yung mananalo po dun sa trade na yun Kabola. Now, meron pa bang ibang trade buzz ngayon dito po sa Terra Firma Chip after that trade na naganap Kabola? I think wala na tayong masyadong naririnig actually regarding sa Terra Firma Chip. And if you look po at their lineup, actually halos wala na rin po actually Kabola na malamang nagugustuhin na kunin nung isa sa tatlong SMC teams. Si Jeyuchu na actually ang next na pwedeng inline na kunin pa po ng isa sa mga SMC teams. Pero Jeyuchu currently Kabola, alam naman natin na may ban into trading the number 1 pick. And the way we understand the rule Kabola is that they cannot trade him for 2 seasons. And of course, pinapatapos pa lang po niya itong kanyang unang season Kabola. Now, number 2 dun sa atin pong ranking or number 12 sa ranking po natin, kabola, is the Titan Ultra, kabola. Titan Ultra, kabola, that also made a big trade, kabola, recently by trading the rights of Arvin Tolentino. We will be having a video for that, kabola, na mas tututukan natin yung discussion regarding that matter po. So, number 12 po natin si Titan Ultra. Bakit po, kabola? Kasi they are on the process daw, or diba, the current rumor, ito connect na natin sa rumor ngayon, or pinag-uusapan, kasi ang dami ng reports regarding this one, is that nasa trade block nga po si Joshua Monzon. Although, the way they report it currently is that because, of course, contract negotiation kasi ngayon, si Monzon at saka si Titan, regarding po the contract extension nga ni Joshua Monzon, kasi patapos na po yung kanya pong kontrata. So, yun po yung rason, kaya, the possibility of a trade can happen. Or naman sa report, kabola, na I hope nabasa nyo na, si Monzon naman daw ay willing pong manatili sa Titan. Pero kung may nabasa din kayo, di ba, may recent din na rumor, actually si Snowbad, na nagsasabi na ito nga pong si Monzon ata, parang hindi na rin gusto ng kanyang mga teammates, kabola. Now, of course, because of this, kasi I do believe in Monzon's ability. In my eyes, he is currently a top 15 productive na PBA player, kabola. And yes, marami po nagkikriticize sa kanyang inefficiency, kabola. Pero yung depensa kasi nito, he is averaging 2.9 steals, kabola. This guy is averaging 2.9 steals. This guy wreaks havoc, kabola. So, I'm a believer of this guy. Kung ano po yung kaya niyang gawin, na niya kayang maidala sa kahit anong team pa po na kukuha sa kanya. Kaya naman, kapag ito po trinade, kabola, edi talagang malaking kawalan yan for Titan. Although, of course, we are hearing na pinapahirapan po ng Titan yung mga gusto makakuha yung Monzon. May isa pinapahirapan, marami na po silang kabola ng mga offer na hindi po nila tinanggap. Kasi nga po, they really want an offer na, of course, masaya din sila o kontento din sila. Remember that there are rumors right now, or hindi pa kasi talaga siya na-prove kasi hindi pa nagsasalita po yung kampo ni Strong Group na yung Strong Group na nga po ay tinutulungan na po sila, kabola. So, if that is the case right now, then that means na baka meron na silang financial capacity to really get serious, kabola. So, again, the current po na trade buzz for them is regarding nga po kay Joshua Monzon. Now, kay number 12 din natin sila, kabola, is that a pretty deep na big man rotation. They have their Flores, mayroong Ular, may Villunar, may Kuntapay, kabola, may Ambohot, may even Omega, kabola, diba? They have a lot of veteran guys there, kabola, that can play minutes. Ang problema nga lang, wala doon yung kumbaga yung quality niya is pwede mong palaruin ng 30 minutos at kaya niya sabayan sina Pajardo, sina Aguilar. That's the issue right now with Titan. Kaya number 12 natin sila, kalabola. Number 11 natin sa listahan is of course Blackwater Bossing. And Blackwater Bossing currently, kabola, is the kumbaga pinakamaingay po na team currently. Kasi nga po, even the owners is hinayaan niya po ma-report, kabola, ng All-Star Magazine na ito pong kanilang Cedric Bearfield at Christian David, which for me, I believe, are their two most important players, kabola, are now on the trade block. Diba? Pag sinabi mo pong nasa trade block yung player mo, that means you are already discussing or negotiating with other teams, or you're willing to listen about the offers po of other teams. So, very interesting, kabola. At sobrang dami na, actually, kabola, ng mga discussions or mga na-report na tinatakbuhan nga po nitong current situation with Bearfield at saka si Christian David, kabola. Now, bakit pa natin sila number 11? That's because of that reality. For me, Bearfield is a top 10 PBA player, kabola. He is really a special guard who can consistently create his shots, kabola. And then, yung kanya pong ability to make plays for others is also there. This guy is around almost 2 assists to turnover ratio, kabola. Ganun po aganda yung kanya pong playmaking for his teammates. And of course, Christian David naman, for me, is also special. Bakit po ito special? This guy is also that big forward type, kabola, na again, the second most important na archetype ngayon sa PBA, kabola. And this guy is still young, and I think yung kanya pong potential is really high. Kailangan lang talagang ma-develop pa ng maayos yung kanya mga skills, kabola. Now, nakakapagtaka lang kabola, of course, there is the recent report na, yun nga, nagpakawala po sila ng 4 kabola na pre-agent. And yung sa 4 na pinakawalan nila, 3 doon, nandun sa rotation mismo nila. I'm talking about, of course, Jamar, who they gave consistent minutes, kabola sa Commissioner's Cup, Ginto, kabola, who is a proven big man, and ang pinakamalala, for me, he's Hopia, or Jopia, kabola, the 6'8 center na bata din, kabola, na pinakawalan nila. So, talagang big question mark, anong nangyayari dito po sa Blackwater Boxing? Kabola, bakit po pinakawalan nila yung mga players po na yun? Yes, of course, those are bench players, kabola, but they do play a crucial part dito po sa kanilang team. So, bakit po nila yun pinakawalan? And we are not hearing currently, kabola, ng mga bagong signings na ipapalit nila. 4 yun na player, kabola, yung pinakawalan nila. So, sino yung mga ipapalit nila sa mga players po na ito? Now, if you can just imagine, kung pinakawalan po nila o terminate po nila si Berfield saka si David, kabola, ang next question dyan, sino yung ipapalit? Kasi if they trade these two, again, they are the 2 most crucial player for me. For the present and in the future po ng Blackwater Elite, then they need to get also that one. Kaya naman, hindi rin nakapagtaka yung mga naririnig natin na madami po silang kabola na tinatanggihan. Then, which is, of course, we should be happy, di ba? Kasi they really want to get that right trade, which is yun nga po yung nare-report ngayon. Na ito pong Blackwater Boxing is really looking to get the right trade. When you say the right trade, yung trade na sila din po ay panalo. Kumbaga, hindi po farm trade lang. Although, let us be clear, there are also rumors or rumblings, kabola, that, of course, hindi lang po actually players or even draft picks ang hinahanap nila. It seems like meron din daw, of course, kasama na cash consideration. Now, let us be clear about this, kabola. Sa NBA po, cash consideration is actually usual part of trades. So, nagaganap po yan. Ay, kasi ang konsepto naman yan, kabola, hindi naman talaga yun in a way illegal. Kasi in reality naman, kung cash po yung naging balita na mangyayari dyan in a way, yung cash na yan, gagamitin nila to operate that team. Di ba, kabola? So, in a way, that is still fine, kabola. So, yung ginagawa nito ng Blackwater, for me, it's fine, kabola. Alam po, yun nga lang, it just shows them their lackness din po, kabola, of the ability to maintain a good team. Kaya naman pala, kabola, hindi sila nakakapag-sustain ng magaling po na team. Ito pong Blackwater Boxing. Now, next sa listahan natin will be the Macau Black Bears. Hindi na pala daw ata sila Black Bears. They are now called the Giant Pandas, kabola. So, they are of course a team that was invited, kabola, dito po, or they are a guest team for this tournament. And nakakapagtaka lang, they are a guest team. Of course, yung mga ating experience po in the past, yung mga guest team magagaling. Pero itong Macau, kabola, hindi po pumasok sa playoffs, kabola. And by the looks of it, yung kanila pong import, kabola, na napili is parang hindi rin naman ata kakayaning sumabay, kabola. Yung import po nilang napili is Devondre Perry. And I do not think na meron pong magandang adjustment sa kanilang lineup to believe, kabola, na ito pong Macau will have a better result for this upcoming tournament than yung naganap po sa PBA Commissioner's Cup, kabola. Of course, wala na masyadong trade bust dito kasi they are not allowed naman po to trade. And then, dito po sa ating number 9, dito po sa ating ranking is the NLEX Road Warriors. The NLEX Road Warriors, kabola, is the number 1 team after the elimination round of PBA Commissioner's Cup. Unfortunately, kabola, di ba, alam naman natin yung nangyari, sila po ay in-eliminate ng TNT. Ang kanila pong kuya na TNT ang nag-eliminate po sa kanila. Of course, there are a lot of rumblings regarding the Bigay issue, etc. Pero with what I saw, NLEX did their best, kabola. Pero TNT was just the better team for the 2 games kaya they overcome itong NLEX, kabola. Now, bakit po sila number 9 even though kaya nilang mag-number 1 sa elimination round? Simple lang po, kabola. The biggest issue ng kanilang roster is the most important ingredient of a championship team. They do not have a giant center, kabola, or even a starting caliber, championship caliber po ng big man. That's their biggest issue. Kaya I cannot trust them, kabola, na ipunta po sa ating top 8, kabola, diba? Kasi yun yung pinaka-importante ingredients eh. Kung wala ka nun, kabola, diba, bakit naman natin itatrust that they can win ito nga pong ating championship? Mahirap naman ata. Kung itatrust natin sila, kabola, ay kung wala nga silang big man, kumbaga, diba? Parang adobo yan, diba, kabola eh. Yung adobo, ang pinaka-importante po ng ingredient, kabola, is toyo. Eh, yung toyo, yun yung parang big man. Eh, wala sila nun, diba? Eh, di, kahit ano pang lutuin nila yan, hindi maglalasa adobo yan, kabola, diba? So, that's their biggest issue now, kabola. Although, again, what they have right now is really a good offensive team kasi wala silang problema dun sa second most crucial ingredient of a championship team, which is a player that can consistently create shots for himself. Bolick is there who can do that. Winston have shown that he can take over also, kabola. LJ have shown that he can also take over. So, madami silang player na kayang gawin yon, kabola. Pero wala nga lang po silang big man. Although, of course, we also heard the report, kabola, malamang nabasa nyo na nagbabalik na po si Jimmy Alapag, kabola. And Jimmy Alapag is Jimmy Alapag. Of course, we know ano po yung kalidad ng isang Jimmy Alapag as a player, and siya po ay galing sa NBA. Kaya a lot of people are excited to see kung ano pong dadalhin niya sa NLEX. I am really excited to see, kabola, kung ano yung klaseng sistema ang irarahin niya po sa NLEX. Kasi NLEX, again, currently, right now, no, they do not have that center, kabola, to run a traditional PBA system. So, ano pong gagawin ngayon po ng NLEX Road Warriors, di ba? Under Coach Jimmy Alapag. Now, what is the trade bias right now with NLEX? The trade bias right now with NLEX that they, according to reports, nag-offer daw po sila for Christian David. The offer is Ramirez, kabola, and saka si Cyrus Torres. And for me, this is a fair offer for Christian David. If they can get Christian David, then we will now have forward who can, of course, play with their import din sa front line. Pero again, hindi pa rin nila ma-address yung kanilang biggest issue, kabola, para talagang consider po natin sila as a legit championship contender. Let us go now to the number 8, kabola. So, nasa the middle of the back na rankings natin, kabola. Dito po sa ating team power ranking, discussing the trade bias. Again, if you have comments, kabola, comment nyo lang po yan, and we will try po to reply. Number 8 natin is Phoenix Fuel Masters po, kabola. Diba? Last tournament, yun po yung pinakaunang tournament nitong si Coach Charles Chu, kabola, and we did so an improvement from their team, and of course, maraming fans or believers si Coach Charles, knowing that he is a young coach, kabola, and yung sistema niya is very modern. So, I'm pretty sure marami sa inyo believer niya, kabola, itong si Coach Charles Chu, kabola. So, number 8 natin sila, or middle of the pack, kabola, and I think the biggest current nila na issue is that inexperience yung kanilang lineup, kabola, diba? Alos wala talaga silang veteran, even though their acquisitions from other teams, kabola, wala silang veterano na sanay po sa deep playoff run, kabola. Although, of course, ang maganda talaga dito sa Phoenix, kabola, is that their players are really developing very well, kabola. And ang kagandahan sa Phoenix, they are well aware, kabola. Gusto ko dito sa current po na pag-build po ng Phoenix sa kanilang team. They are well aware of the two most crucial na player archetype, which is, again, the center position, giant centers positions, and then pangalawa, kabola, are the forwards, kabola. And madami sila doon, kabola, diba? So, ito pong Phoenix, kabola, if napaganda pa po ni Coach Charles Chu yung kanila pong chemistry, yung kanila pong mga sistema, kabola, malamang is mas gumanda rin po yung kanilang result. Although, of course, we are still hesitant to push them higher in our ranking kasi is Rivero really ready to be the top scorer of a semifinals team? Yun yung mga question dito diba? Currently, as a local, siya po yung kanilang top scorer. Pero dun sa Commissioner's Cup, he was really inefficient. at 42% shooting, kabola. And then of course, ang isa pang next na question for Phoenix, kabola, is Nelly really the right main point guard to run their scheme? Yan, si Evan Nelly, kabola. Actually, yung sa kanilang rotation po sa point guard, madami silang pinapalaro sa point guard, no? Kakaiba din talaga eh. Si Coach Charles Chu na magpatakbo po ng kanyang sistema, kabola. So, the current po na trade buys sa Phoenix, actually, wala tayong naririnig, no? Walang popular currently po na trade buys involving Phoenix other than narinig na po natin sila na interesado din sila, kabola, to make an offer ata to one, hindi ko lang alala if it's Bearfield or Munson, but they're also interested to negotiate, kabola, a possible deal for those players. Of course, with their current lineup, we believe that if they want to go deeper, they may really consider also trading for a top 20 player pa. Idagdag dito po sa nilang lineup, kabola. Number 7 natin will be Rain or Shine. Yan, malamang maraming fans po ang Rain or Shine dyan na nakikinig currently, kabola. And they are currently number 7 po sa ating ranking. Bakit po number 7 sa ranking natin? Ito pong Rain or Shine. Bakit naman nandun sila? Nakakakasemis lang po nila, kabola. Ang problema kasi ngayon ng Rain or Shine, kabola, the proven dun sa kanila pong last semifinals din, kabola, is they do not have that second most important ingredient, kabola, of a championship team, which is a player that can consistently create his shots. Kumbaga, at least 36 minutes of the game. The closest to that is Nokum, kabola. Although even Nokum, kabola, hindi kumbaga kung out of 36 minutes, si Nokum, malapit na siya dun eh, kabola. Pero parang nandun pa siya sa 30 out of 36. Kumbaga, konti pa, kabola, si Nokum, para ma-reach yung ganong klase po ng level of play creation. Ito po si Adrian Nokum, kabola. Ang next nilang issue, they have the size, kabola. Ang problema lang nila, kabola, yung center rotation nila, which is Kit Datu, Luis Villegas, Kailan Chongson, kabola, is riddled with injury prone. Lahat yung injury prone, kabola. At yung naging issue nga po nila dun sa kanilang last semis with Barangay Ginebra. Now, of course, dominated by Ginebra, although it was 4-2. So, in a way, kabola, I do believe Rain or Shine has the ingredient already to reach the finals. Pero for that to happen, they need to be healthy, kabola. And they need also that consistent player that can create for himself. Kaya naman po mas malaki yung chance nila sa mga import conference kasi they can find that in their import. And Jalen Johnson, in a way, kumbaga is naging isang maganda po na katandem ni Nokum, kabola, during that Commissioner's Cup. Kaya naging maganda po yung kanila pong run in that Commissioner's Cup, kabola. Pero now, they chose an import that is also proven na Aaron Fuller, which is, again, a big question mark for me, kabola, kasi Fuller is more of that hardworking type of import. He is not really a play creator, kabola. Yung kanyang mga puntos, most of the time, nakukuha niya sa pagpulot po ng offensive rebound, kabola, or yung mga chances po na ino-open up na kanyang mga teammates sa kanya. It's not really that he posts ups that consistently. And then yung age din ni Fuller, kabola, nandun na rin, hindi na rin po siya ganun kabata, kabola. Now, the biggest trade buys in Rain or Shine right now is of course Gian Mamuyak, kabola. So, he's currently in a standoff contract-wise with Rain or Shine, kabola, which is hindi naman nakakapagtaka, kabola, di ba? Although, maraming fans ng Rain or Shine na napapatanong, nabibigyan, kasi na-report din po recently that they did give extensions to multiple players nila, Sischo, Clarito, kabola. So, in a way, parang yung tanong ng iba, like, hindi ba pwede sana na give up nila sa Sischo just to reach yung demand ni Mamuyak? May mga ganong tanong eh, kabola, currently, na sinasabi ng ibang fans. And then, there are also fans now beginning to question if deserving ba si Mamuyak, kabola, with the carrying of dealing of if is he even deserving na maging or mag-demand po ng ganito, kabola. Mamuyak is one of the core players. I mean, say core players as in the main players ni Coach Yeng Guiao. And for you to be a main player of Coach Yeng Guiao, that means you are also very special. Alam na natin yan, no? Lahat ng naging main player ni Coach Yeng Guiao, almost 90% of them, kabola, pag binigay mo o nilabas mo sa kanyang team, main player po sa ibang team din. So that is already proven all throughout the years, kabola, di ba? So, if that is the case then, Mamuyak then is a legit player then. Although, he is also a guard, and I think yan yung current po na analysis na Rain or Shine. They know kasi supply-demand yan eh. At the end of the day, Mamuyak is a special guard kasi he's an elite defender, kabola. Pero, the demand of, the supply of guard in our country is of course, robust, ang dami, di ba? Kabola. So, kumbaga, yun yung rason siguro kaya nahihirapan din sila i-meet po yung demand ng isang Gian Mamuyak. Number 6 in our ranking is the Magnolia Hotshots. So, bakit po Magnolia Hotshots ang nandito po sa ating number 6 dito po sa ating ranking, kabola? Kasi of course, mahirap din naman na itaas po natin nyo sila sa ating ranking kung hindi rin naman po nila may papakita that they can actually reach the semis, kabola. In the last Commissioner's Cup, Xavier Lucero is again a top 5 player in the tournament, kabola. Jerome Lastimosa, arguably was the best slasher or driver last Commissioner's Cup na local. Sa nakita ko play. And yet, still Magnolia failed to reach the semis. Wala naman silang issue sa size, kabola. And then, yung sinasabi ko kanina, yung consistent na play creator sana, Jerome is there to do that. Lucero can then do his part also, kabola. Then, of course, they also have Baroka is still there, diba, kabola? And Javi is still there. So, kumbaga sa akin, Magnolia has the ingredients to have a deep playoff run to reach the finals, pero may kulang. Or may nagkukulang. I think kasi dumadami na yung haters na Coach, LA Tenorio, kabola. So, although maybe talaga naging issue doon is yung import, kabola, and now, magdadala ulit po sila ng import that is very interesting, KG Buffen. Tignan natin kung ito na po yung import na need po nila. And then, of course, they also made that trade. Alam naman natin, yung rights sa Arvin Tolentino nasa kanila na. Now, tanong ng bayan yun, or ng fans sa Magnolia Hotshots. Yan na ba yung move lang na gagawin ng Magnolia? Kasi po, of course, ito pong Magnolia Hotshots, kabola, even though they already got the right of Arvin Tolentino, para maglaro po si Arvin sa kanila, Arvin should first talk about his contract dun sa current na nilalaro niya po sa Japan ba? Kabola? Dapat ma-discuss muna yan, tapusin niya po yung kanya pong negosasyon or contract doon, kabola, para makabalik dito sa PBA, kabola. And if hindi siya bumalik sa PBA, that means wala po nagbago sa lineup ng Magnolia Hotshots. Now, ano ba yung current po na trade buzz dito po sa Magnolia Hotshots? Actually, the current trade buzz with Magnolia Hotshots, kabola, is that ang player ata na pinaka-interesado nila out of the 3 popular names, kabola, pinakadikit sa kanila na name currently is si Munzon. So, si Munzon currently yung pinakamadikit po na pangalan po sa kanila, kabola. Although magtataka ka na lang na bakit hindi pa sinama dun sa trade na Tolentino, di ba? Tolentino rights and Navarro rights, di ba? Ba't hindi pa siya nasama doon? So maybe there's still an ongoing negotiation regarding Munzon, kabola, going to Magnolia. And most probably, siguro, ito pong Magnolia Hotshots is hindi po gustong kunin sa kanila na trade package nito pong Titan, kabola. Although wala tayong nababasang report kung ano po yung trade package po na hiningi po ng Titan. Now, is Munzon a great target for them? For me, yes. Naglaro na po together si Lucero at si Munzon. Pero just imagine them again together. Then meron ka dyan De La Rosa, kabola, who is also a very great defender, kabola. Baroka, who is an excellent guard defender kahit sa kanyang age, kabola. The defense that they can create will be special. for me. And I think Coach L.A. Tenorio will really appreciate that. Although, kung kukunin po nila si Munzon, kabola, they do need to quicken po yung kanilang pace. Kabola, kasi si Munzon po, he is also an excellent fast break scorer. Kung hindi rin po naman mabilisan yung magiging sistema nila, hindi po nila take advantage yung pagiging elite na fast break scorer nitong si Joshua Munzon. At sayang naman po yun, di ba kabola? Kung hindi nila i-maximize yung ability na yun ni Munzon. Kabola. And I think mag-fit din doon si Nelas Timosa at saka si Rosero. Doon po sa Commissioner's Cup, kabola, they were the middle in terms of points per game. Ito pong Magnolia Hotshots, kabola. Now, number 5 in our ranking is the Meralco Balls. The Meralco Balls who, again, failed dun po sa semis against TNT. Kabola, who decided, di ba, last minute import change, hoping na it will be what they need para po magkaroon ng tsansa to overcome TNT, pero kinulang pa din kabola. So, Meralco Balls, we know that their lineup can win a championship. Proven na yan. They have that consistent play creator in Chris Newsom. Cancino is already going there. Quinto is para siyang Nokum, 30 out of 36 minutes type of self-play creator, kabola, si Quinto there. They have a very deep team. Now, Brickman is slowly gaining his form, although I'm in a way disappointed kay Brickman. Meralco gave him that big role in the rotation, pero yung inefficiency ni Brickman was really bad, no? Na-surprise ako doon, and then na-surprise din ako that he's not really as quick as what I expected na may laro niya. Maybe age is a factor already for him. And now, even though they have a lot of guards, with that play of Brickman, kabola, naging question mark actually yung kanilang point guard rotation. Itong Meralco Balls. And that is also one of the reason kaya number 5 po natin sila dito po sa ranking natin. Other than that, kabola, yung kanila pong frontline is aging, no? Of course, they have a very good and tight frontline there, kabola, kasi nandyan yung mga big man po, si Bates, they have Almasan, they have Hadj, kabola, mga proven na yan, matatag yan na frontline rotation. Well, of course, age is catching up on Almazan at saka itong si Cliff Hadj. And that is a big issue for them. Now, what is the current buzz around Meralco Balls? Current buzz is that they are really interested about Bearfield. So, isa po sila sa kumakausap, kabola, dito po para makuha si Bearfield, kabola. So, tingnan natin, no, ano kayang pwede nilang i-offer para makuha po si Bearfield. Other than that, kabola, I just feel really, kabola, that Meralco will surely have a trade. Kung hindi man po before the start of the Governor's Cup, around the first 2 weeks of the Governor's Cup, they will make a change, kabola. Kasi alam din naman natin na responsive po ang kanilang management in the need of their team, and they really want to perform then. So, I expect them to really make a trade. Either big or small. Expect that they will make a trade. Kabola. Top 4 na tayo, kabola. And malamang dito maraming magre-react, kabola. Again, no? Kung gusto nyo pong mag-comment, comment lang po kayo, sasagot po tayo. We'll try our best na sumagot po, mag-reply sa mga comment po ninyo. Pero ang number 4 po natin is Converge. What? Yan siguro yung mga nag-reaction nyo, kabola. Bakit Converge? Converge na hindi nakarating sa playoffs, last Commissioner's Cup. Bakit mo siya top 4 sa Governor's Cup? Wala pa nga silang trade o dinagdag, kabola, and etc. Malamang yan po yung mga tanungan nyo ngayon, kabola. Malamang baka minumura nyo na ako sa mga utak nyo, and etc. Pero let me explain. Kabola, ano po? So, paulit-ulit ko na sinabi kanina, kabola, again, the 2 main ingredients of a championship team, kabola, is giant centers or centers, kabola, and the consistent play creator, shot creators, kabola. And for those 2, I do believe Converge is top 4, kabola. Like, they have this frontline rotation that is big and very deep. Yes, wala sila talagang 6'10", Pero with Arana there, with Baltasar there, Kabola, they have the size to go against any frontline rotation. So, with that size that they have, Kabola, they can fight back against all the other front lines in the league. And of course, they also have that consistent shot creator. Juan Gomez de Liano is easily a guy or a shot creator who can do that for the entire game, Kabola. Mikey Williams is also there. Stockton can also do that, Kabola. So, they have those guys, Kabola. So, if that's the case then, again, our ranking is about, di ba, assumption natin sa ranking natin, it's about kung you have a money, then magkano yung ibibet mo out of the 13 teams, Kabola. For me, the fourth highest bet right now, before I start po mismo ng Commissioner's Cup, I will give it to Converge, and that is because of those two reasons. Kasi in terms of the two main ingredients, Kabola, in winning a championship, they have, and I do believe, sa center rotation, top 3 sila, and then dun sa padamihan po ng shot creator, or consistent shot creator, I think they are also top 3, Kabola, with one there. So, kumbaga, nandun yung ingredients for them to win the championship, Kabola. So, kumbaga, they have enough to win the championship. Just a matter of that, last tournament, Kabola, talagang ang dami nilang close games, and I think yung inexperience nila and yung kanilang chemistry issues talagang lumabas, Kabola. Pero madami kasi din talaga silang promising po ng mga numbers during that tournament, Kabola, diba? So, ito pong Converge, Kabola, they are top 5, Kabola, in terms of field goal percentage. Last time, top 5 din po sila sa assist. Top 5 sila in turnovers na kanilang opponents. Top 5 sila in terms of defending. If we look at the field goal percentage, so marami pong signs that Converge was developing as a team last Commissioner's Cup. Yun nga lang, kinulang lang talaga, Kabola. Kinulang lang sila, Kabola, to cash that into a playoff ticket, Kabola. And I do not expect that to happen again in this Governor's Cup. Now, what are the rumblings regarding dito po kay Converge? They are connected. Una, connected po sila ngayon kay Munzon. Actually, simula pa lang, di ba? If you remember, earlier this year, may rumor na Stockton for Munzon. And of course, because Munzon is now on the trade block, the current rumblings is that Converge also wants to negotiate, Kabola, with that. Then, kay Bearfield, they are also connected. Although, ang report po ni Spin.ph, Kabola, the number one source of sports news sa ating bansa, Kabola, is that ito pong si Converge, yung narinig niya po na offer ng Blackwater, hindi po sila nasihan, Kabola. So, actually, napakaganda na tignan natin kung ano po yung, kung Converge yung final, ano yung magiging final nila na trade, di ba, Kabola? Kasi gusto rin talaga ng Blackwater na manalo, or na okay yung trade na makuha po nila. And of course, Converge also wants to get a good deal, Kabola. So again, if you want to discuss more dito po patungkol po sa ranking natin Converge, just use the comment section. Now, itong top 3 natin, Kabola, for me, hindi talaga to for debate. I just need to really rank them. Pwede kang tie, kung pwede saan lang sa akin yung tie. Pero, binigyan na natin ng konting mga rason kung bakit i-rank po sila natin sa ganito. Pero hindi po ako, kukontra kung itong number 3 ko, yun yung number 1 mo. O yung number 2 ko, yun yung number 1 mo. So, number 3 natin, Kabola, in our ranking is TNT. So, bakit po TNT? Actually, may reason kaya sila po yung nilagay ko sa number 3 is because of fatigue, Kabola. Ang problema yun ng TNT, if tama po yung bilang ko, they are part of the last 5 finals. Out of all the teams, Kabola, in the last 2 seasons, TNT po ang may pinakamaraming game. And that will kick in as fatigue factor sa lahat po ng players. And I think that is also the reason kaya medyo madami po silang injury issues in this deep playoff run ulit, Kabola. And we expect that again to happen dito po sa tournament na ito kung hindi mababalasa yung kanilang lineup masyado, Kabola, di ba? Although, actually, TNT have, kung titignan mo actually yung bilang ng players, ang daming player ng TNT. And hindi lang madaming player. Talagang madami silang playable player. hindi lang playable player, sobrang dami nilang mga playoff caliber player. Kabola itong TNT, sobrang lalim nito. Kabola, pero again, sabi ko nga, kung pang-anim na season mo na, sina ulit na magpa-finals, naghihirap ka. Mahihirapan ka. And factor talaga yung magiging fatigue ng mga players. So, big factor for TNT to overcome that, other than making a trade para makakuha ko ng mas fresh legs na star players, Kabola, is yung kanilang magiging import. And they chose Darius Days. Days, sa nakita natin, he will bring the scoring, Kabola. Although tingnan natin kung he will also be a consistent playmaker for TNT, Kabola. Now, TNT, of course, alam na natin kung paano pong galawan ito. They play a modern offense. Coach Chot Reyes, Kabola, madami na rin nag-hate, nag-criticize kay Coach Chot Reyes kasi nga po, sunod-sunod po yung kanilang pagkatalo po sa finals. Pero remember, it's actually, di ba, objectively speaking, the coach is doing well, and if he reached the finals in 5 consecutive times, Kabola, Coach Chot is doing well. Actually, itong team ko ng TNT, this is a championship caliber team. Unfortunately, hindi lang talaga nila na tapanalo po yung mga finals. Hindi na. Itong mga last 3, if I'm not mistaken, Kabola. Pero hindi ibig sabihin po noon, Kabola, that they are really in need of a change. Pero now, ang factor nga lang kung bakit need nila ng change is that fatigue factor nga. Kabola, fatigue factor talaga. Like, a lot of their players, Kabola, yun yung problema talaga pag di playoff run ka eh. Kasi pag finals yan, pag semis yan, mas ipupush ka ng sarili mo, ipupush ka ng team mo din, Kabola, to play through minor injuries or playable injuries. And because you will play through it, Kabola, pwede yung lumala, or pumangit yung performance mo, maapektuhan yung confidence mo, Kabola, and that could be a factor for Octana, di ba? Daming nag-criticize kay Octana, Kabola. So, tignan natin kung paano po yung ma-manage ng TNT. Another way for TNT to manage this, sa palagay ko, Kabola, is this elimination round, pwede nilang mas bigyan ng mas malaking role yung kanilang mga bottom players. Like Galinato, last Commissioner's Cup, he did not even average 10 minutes, and we are a believer of Galinato. And when I say believer, Kabola, we think Galinato can actually be a starter now of a playoff team. Kung ako lang, sa paningin ko po, he is more than capable of that. Ito pong si Galinato, Kabola. Even Kabunting, no? He was averaging 14 minutes na lang. Dito po sila. So, para sa akin, they still have a lot of players. Actually, pwede naman nilang irugod ng konti yung rotation nila. Gawin parang Coach Yeng Giao, yung hatian ng minutes, Kabola. Para may tawid ng elimination round. Para mas fresh po sila sa playoffs. Pwede pong ganyan yung isa pang sistema. All of course, sa trade bus, they are connected kay Munzon. They are also connected, of course, kay Bearfield at David. So, kay Munzon, Kabola, yun nga lang, di ba? There are discussions or may mga reports, Kabola, na tinanggihan daw sila. Kabola, yung kanilang offer dito po kay Munzon, the first offer was heading, which is, pag titignan mo, heading for Munzon, that is a fair trade, pero napansin ng Titan, Kabola, patapos na pala yung kontrata nitong si Heading. Diba? And magkaka-issue na naman sila in terms of contract. Diba, Kabola? Kaya tumanggi po. Ito pong Titan. Kabola, dun sa offer po na Heading. Then the next offer daw is ng Batak. And of course, agad na tumanggi yung Titan. Kasi alam nila, Kabola, yung ng Batak and Munzon, hindi po yan magka-level. Kabola. Although of course, ng Batak is also a proven guard yan. Proven sa playoffs din po yan. Na sinang Batak, Kabola. So, hindi mo rin yan talaga, hindi mo rin pwedeng malitin yan. Pero still, Kabola, if it is a straight swap, Kabola, tama rin naman yung decision Titan. So, again, those are the trade bus now with TNT. So, it's up to them, Kabola, kung ano po yung pipili. Pero they have a lot of paths. They can still be the winner of this championship, Kabola, pero they really need to be meticulous with what they do, Kabola. Number 2 natin will be Barangay Ginebra, Kabola. So, we chose Ginebra as the number 2. First, of course, kakapanalo lang nila ng Commissioner's Cup, Kabola, and the expectation is, yung import nila ng Commissioner's Cup, the great, the legend, my GOAT import of the PBA, Justin Brownlee, will also be their import dito po sa Governor's Cup, Kabola, and with Brownlee as their import, Kabola, will easily be a top 3 import dito sa Governor's Cup, Kabola. That means, Ginebra is again threatening to be part of the finals again, Kabola. Of course, one more reason kaya po maganda or nagpanalo po ng Ginebra yung championship nila. And also the reason, Kabola, that they are top 2 sa ranking natin is the breakout of Abarientos. Paba naman mag-average ng almost 21 points, 5 assists, Kabola, with amazing efficiency, 48%, Kabola, di ba? Ma-remember nung rookie siya, yung kayong mga Ginebra fans, ano yung number 1 nyo sa kanyang tinuturo na criticism dati kay RJ Abarientos, Kabola, di ba? Ang tinuturo nyo, chucker siya, di ba? Di ba? Ang dami ng breaks, inefficient. Pero 48%, then 43% from the under, this guy is legit. And there's a good argument na si RJ, si Juan, they are the top 2 4-point shooters currently in the league, Kabola. And of course, 4-point shooting is a crucial part, Kabola, in the PBA. So, Ginebra, at number 2, their big question right now is yung kanila pong frontline rotation, which they overcome naman, Kabola, di ba? They managed to overcome against TNT because of Troy Rosario. Troy Rosario is, actually madaming analyst or madaming mga opinion maker ng PBA nagsabi that Rosario should have been the finals MVP, Kabola, over Thompson. And I kinda agree, Kinda agree with that. Rosario was the dirty worker of Ginebra in that finals, and the guy that glued them together, Kabola. With Rosario's ability to play the center position if needed, with Rosario's ability to fix issues on the defense kasi he can defend on the perimeter and he's long enough, Kabola, to defend the rim. Ang dami niyang nagawa, especially sa depensa po ng Ginebra, and that he will continue to be a big factor for them. Another guy that will be a big question mark for me for Ginebra is of course Holt. And Holt, ito yung pinaka-criticize atin ng mga fans ng Ginebra, di ba? During the finals, Kabola. Kasi nga po, madami siyang, as in, may mga 0-point game pa siya. Si Holt, Kabola. Although, dinepensahan siya ni Coach Tim Con, and the defense is Holt became their main stopper, and Holt accepted that job. When Holt entered the league, he was only expected to be offensive juggernaut, not a stopper. Pero pagdating niya sa Ginebra, Kabola, they do not need him to be their offensive juggernaut kasi RJ is there, Brownie is there, Kabola. They have Aguilar to feed, Kabola. So they do not need him to be taking a lot of shots. What they need is a stopper, and Holt took that job. Pero lungkot nga lang, di ba? As he took the job of being their main stopper in the wing, guard and wing position, Kabola, nawala din yung kanyang scoring, Kabola. Now, that is now the biggest trade bias pagdating po sa Ginebra. Na-post po yun ni Snow Baidwa, yung reality or the possibility, Kabola, na they will trade nga ito si Stephen Holt. Pero knowing Coach Tim Cone kasi, especially nakaka-championship nila, Kabola, at especially hindi na rin naman sila naghahabol ngayon ng Grand Slam, there's a chance na hindi po nila ito i-trade kasi very conservative po si Coach Tim. And number 1 in our ranking is of course the San Miguel Beermen, Kabola. So, bakit po San Miguel Beermen? Kasi they made a big change, Kabola, di ba? They improve again their talent level by trading old Wami Chongson, Kabola, for Jerry Canmisi. Although of course we saw this happen in the past already, and in a way, di ba? Of course, Wami Chongson actually yung last nilang kinuha from Terra Firma Chip, and when kinuha nila si Wami Chongson, Kabola, the expectation by that time is that Wami is also going to be their partner of CJ Paris, blah blah blah. Pero nangyari, of course, Kabola, as Wami is now playing for a contender, hindi na siya yung main guy, Kabola. Yung kanya pong numbers is, of course, not in comparison sa mga numbers niya sa Terra Firma. So there was a big change, Kabola, a big development dun sa mga numero niya. Kabola, hindi na siya katumbas, no? Ng mga 20 points na yon, Kabola. And he just became and ended up as a bench player. Kaya nung nakipag-trade po sila at kinuha ulit ng San Miguel, Kabola, ito po si Jerry Canmisi, Kabola. In our assessment, Kabola, panalong-panalo po ito pong San Miguel Beermen kasi they are getting again a top 5 scorer in Jerry Canmisi. So, panalong-panalo po doon ang San Miguel. And the next development, Kabola, dito San Miguel Beermen, of course, they chose to get George King, yung amazing scorer po na import ng Blackwater bossing Kabola. Of course, we know ano po yung talent level ng isang George King Kabola. And yun ulit, yung ginagawa po dito actually po ng San Miguel Beermen, di ba? They are trusting the talent level, Kabola. Diba? Kung they continue, ganito naman si Coach Leo Austria, ganito lang yung style niya. They want to win playoff series, Kabola, by being the more talented team. And yun yung decision in bringing George King. Kasi in our eyes, of course, George King is not that great of a fit, Kabola, sa San Miguel. Kasi they really do not need a scorer. King is a hyper scorer. Magnificent scorer yung kanya pong style. And hindi yan talaga yung biggest need or hindi yan fit sa need ng San Miguel Beermen. They have Perez, top 3 scorer na si Perez, Kabola. Then they have other reliable scorer. Of course, Pajardo, they also need that. Pajardo is a top 10 scorer in the PBA. So hindi nila need talagang scorer. Pero again, ang style po ni Austria in winning a playoff series is to simply out-talent the other team, and getting King is of course part of that strategy, Kabola. So, and they win championship with that strategy. So, who am I to criticize that strategy, di ba? Kung nagpapanalo naman sila with that strategy of Coach Leo Austria. What's the current trade buzz surrounding San Miguel Beermen? Actually, it's a surprising trade buzz. Currently, the trade buzz is that they are interested daw on Dalf Panopio o Blackwater, di ba? It's not Bearfield, it's not David, who are the guys na sinabi po ng owner na nasa trade block, but Panopio, yung rookie po, na hindi po currently playing like he's a future superstar, Kabola. Pero he's reliable, he is a big guard, Kabola. So, ang parang nabasa natin, Ross daw, according kay Homer Sison, is paratay na. So, they are trying to find a replacement. So, again, that is our ranking, Kabola. And again, if you have comments about it, please comment it and we will try to reply.